This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. All of the building projects on the Suncoast have resulted in a shortage of manpower. Some wonder if a number of homeless people on the Suncoast could help fill those positions. ABC7's Ray Collins took a closer look and joins us tonight with that story. Ray.
Haley, there are so many open jobs right now that projects are being delayed.
Labor's hard to come by right now.
Mike Mokelton is trying to staff some 30 projects in the area. He's already hired hundreds of workers, but he still needs many more. Is it a matter of so many projects going on, or just a lack of people, or both?
I believe it's probably both. The amount of work that's going on right now and the people that we have.
Mokelton says it's busier now than during that big boom before the recession 10-15 years ago. In fact, developers of The View on Sarasota's Bayfront told condo owners this week the project's being delayed due to a shortfall of workers.
The tough part is on the streets you see a lot of these homeless people that we offer work just as, cleanup jobs type stuff. And a lot of times they don't want it.
Can I ask you a question? We did an informal spot check to see if homeless people knew there were jobs available nearby. We asked a homeless man named Kevin. They need more workers. Do you think a lot of these folks would take the jobs?
Probably not. Some would, some wouldn't.
They make.
That's true. They make too much money panhandling. They don't need to work on it. They don't need to work honestly.
Kevin explained those begging for money can make more than those working for a living. It must be lucrative. This man asking drivers for cash has been at it for several years. In fact, our cameras caught him up the road several years ago at Fruitville and Tuttle.
So they don't have the desire to work. That's the reality thing.
Even those who are working 40 hours a week say they're well aware that those begging can make more than they do.
I had a cousin in Miami, made more money than I do, begging for money on the streets of Miami.
And this reality makes things more difficult for labor pool directors like Mike Mokelton.
It's a challenge every day, pretty much, to staff these job sites right now.
And just to clarify, not all homeless are able to work. And by the way, another reason for a lack of laborers, many of them left the area during the recession, Haley.
And Ray, how much do these jobs pay?
They start at $8.10 an hour, that's minimum wage now, and they go up to $22 an hour for plumbers, electricians, and carpenters.
Not bad, and they are needed.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ray. A passport photo shoot gone wrong. The Northport Police Department says that it has arrested Jonas Almira today. Police say he exposed himself during a photo shoot for his passport. Then he exposed himself again in front of a child while walking home. A victim was able to identify Almira using a photo from the passport photo shoot. He is in custody pending charges which include a felony. Any other victim should contact the police department's non-emergency line. That number is right there on your screen at 429-7300. We're learning more about the death of 22-month-old Ethan Thompson of Bradenton. He was allegedly killed by his stepfather just hours after a judge allowed him to return home. According to the Florida Department of Children and Families, at least 6 child welfare reports were made at Thompson's home before his death in November. 25-year-old Montez McNeil, who you just saw in the previous photo, is charged in the child's death. Investigators say the boy's mother went to the pharmacy and found the child unconscious when she returned. An autopsy revealed injuries consistent with child abuse. In Manatee County, the sheriff's office conducts all child protective investigations. Sheriff Rick Wells says, quote, "The information gathered indicated no evidence of Mr. McNeil residing in the home and present danger was not identified. But DCF is firing back, writing in its report, quote, "The child welfare practice done by the sheriff's office was inconsistent with policies and should not have warranted their return," referring to the children. The report also notes Ethan's case manager was overloaded. In this week's Manatee School District workshop, it was determined out-of-school suspensions were on the decline. But there's been a slight increase in referrals and in-school suspensions. The district says there are a number of minor offenses that have contributed to the increase of middle and high school student referrals.
Our attendance violations, tardies,
Dress code violations and cell phone violations are the primary drivers of the increase in referral data that we're seeing, and those represent 49% of all referrals.
The district is looking for solutions to address these minor discipline issues. And now for a check on our forecast, which is changing, already has changed. Let's head over to Josh Stone.
That's right. Our temperatures, Haley, are slowly falling, and that's going to be the case throughout the overnight hours. It's 57 right now with a few clouds out there. We're calling for mostly cloudy skies tonight. Dew point sitting at 43. It was up from earlier, but looks like that's going to remain dry throughout the evening, and then humidity at 59%. Northerly wind has calmed down, and we did have wind sustained around 10 to 15 miles per hour earlier tonight. Now these things, basically the winds have died down to see 4 miles per hour here in Lakewood Ranch, but we'll still have winds maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour throughout the overnight. The radar is quiet. We did have some isolated showers that tracked in off the Gulf of Mexico earlier today, but everything looks to be quiet in our radar. There will be a change, though, come this weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in the main weathercast. Haley?
Thank you, Josh. It's the first time a sitting U.S. Vice President headlined the annual March for Life rally in Washington. Vice President Mike Pence addressed the crowd. Anti-abortion advocates find support from the new administration. Organizers say they take issue with last Saturday's Women's March, saying pro-life is pro-woman.
Be assured, along with you, we will not grow weary. We will not rest until we restore a culture of life in America for ourselves and our posterity.
State Representative Joe Gruters is filing legislation here in Florida to ban abortions after 20 weeks. He says he's pleased with the action being taken at the state and federal level.
It's just so incredible to have a culture of life coming out of the White House in D.C. You know, certainly the way we treat the most vulnerable in our society is the way you could judge us as a society.
Gruters' bill is currently set to go before a House subcommittee. Sarasota State Senator Greg Stubbe is filing a companion bill in the Senate. President Trump is working on building relationships with foreign leaders, today hosting Britain's Prime Minister in the White House and planning to talk with Russian President Vladimir Putin tomorrow. ABC's Richard Davies reports.
I'm establishing new vetting measures to keep radical Islamic terrorists out of the United States of America. We don't want them here.
President Trump signing an executive order suspending immigration for 90 days from 7 countries with ties to terrorism, all Muslim-majority nations.
We want to ensure that we are not admitting into our country the very threats our soldiers are fighting overseas.
The order also immediately suspends the Syrian refugee program indefinitely and suspends the entry of all refugees for a period of 120 days. For the first time since taking office, President Trump hosted a foreign leader at the White House, meeting with British Prime Minister Theresa May, discussing foreign policy and trade.
Today's talks, I think, are a significant moment for President Trump and I to build our relationship.
In his first news conference as president, Mr. Trump said he planned to talk with Russia's President Vladimir Putin by phone Saturday.
I don't know the gentleman. I hope we have a fantastic relationship.
Also saying he will leave to defend Secretary James Mattis, who was sworn in on Friday, the decision whether to implement torture as an interrogation tactic. And Prime Minister May told reporters President Trump has reaffirmed his commitment to NATO, saying he is 100% behind the military alliance. During the campaign, Mr. Trump had called it obsolete. Richard Davies, ABC News, New York.
And Senator Marco Rubio was in Southwest Florida today to talk about issues with citrus growers who often turn to immigrant workers. One of the key topics growers brought up with the senator is labor, specifically the guest worker program. The program lets growers hire workers from other countries on temporary work permits. But they say the way the program is set up now could put them out of business. Competition from countries, including Mexico, is concerning these growers. Senator Rubio says Trump's proposed border wall isn't necessarily the answer.
That alone isn't going to solve the problem. In Florida, 70% of the people here illegally came on an airplane. They overstayed a visa. The wall isn't going to address that.
He says he supports a physical barrier, but thinks the United States can pay for it with better budgeting. Straight ahead, meteorologist Josh Stone will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, a disease that kills 1 in 3 women, highlighted at a luncheon in Sarasota this afternoon, and what we can do to reverse that trend. Plus, kind kids. Manatee County students go above and beyond a challenge to be caring to others.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
What's up, America? I'm John Crow. It is Friday, January 27th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $188 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold Mega Ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 61. That's followed by 53. Up next, we have 54. Your next number is 17, and your final white ball for this Friday evening is 37. Now for the Mega Ball. Tonight's Mega Ball number is 8. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 61, 53, 54, 17, 37, and gold Mega Ball is 8. Now, no matches all 6 numbers. Tuesday's jackpot could be $205 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Start the year off with a great deal during the Start Something New event going on now at Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Take home a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $18,999. Or stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Renegade for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Come out to the best party of the season, the Goodwill Mardi Gras Gala on February 28th at Michael's on E. Tickets at experiencegoodwill.org.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. And it takes somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible. And oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.
Look, I'm not an ideologue. I am an originalist.
Well, Josh, we woke up this morning, the humidity was gone, and then it's gotten a little bit cooler through the day, and it's getting even cooler this weekend.
That's right, and it's going to stay cool for a few days. And people may like this because we can change our wardrobe
Yeah, let's
and
get
wear
the sweaters out.
and jackets.
You know, wear those for a few days. Might as well.
Exactly, and it's good for your hair with a low humidity, right?
It definitely is.
You know, it's 57 here in Sarasota, and that was my golf score the other day after like 3 holes, but you know, they call me Captain Hook on the golf course. But Bob Harrigan, 57 would be his golf score after like 36 holes. He's very good. Anyway, yeah, it's chilly out there, and it's going to continue to fall throughout the overnight. 53 in Arcadia right now, and temperatures could actually dip down into the mid-40s in some locations inland. So my Aunt Judy wanted me to show this graphic here, what's going on with the red tide. And several areas around the coastline are experiencing moderate conditions. If you're sensitive to respiratory issues, just keep that in mind. And it looks like we could have some conditions of the red tide as we get into our Saturday. All right, so the almanac today, we topped out at 68 degrees. Well, our average is 71, so below the average high, nowhere near the record high set back in 1984 of 84 degrees. And rainfall, well, nothing to show you here, but the rain will be on the increase as we get into tomorrow night. Right now, we just have mid-level clouds on top of us, so mostly cloudy skies in our forecast for tonight. And the rain, well, nothing to show you here. But like I said, this graphic changes by tomorrow night and into Sunday with a wave of energy that's going to come into the area and bring us widespread shower activity to the Suncoast. So here's what's on tap for us. A cool and raw weekend. It's just going to be one of those weekends, you know. May want to stay inside, read a book, maybe watch a movie. But then again, there's a lot of things going on this weekend with Blues Festival. We have the Forks and Corks. I mean, there's several things outside, and this is when you change your wardrobe into something more comfortable, maybe, you know, jacket, a nice sweater, and you enjoy and embrace the chilly conditions. Then rain comes late Saturday night into our Sunday. It's just going to be kind of a rainy latter half of our weekend, and then it does warm up as we get into middle of next week, back into more seasonable conditions. Snow showers up here in the Northeast, but look at all this green here in Texas. Well, the system that's going to bring us rain late tomorrow night into Sunday really hasn't developed yet, but this is just the ingredients for it to get going. Area of low pressure is slowly going to form, track across the Gulf of Mexico, and then it will arrive on our doorstep as we get into tomorrow night. So increasing clouds tomorrow. Here's that wave of energy coming in from the west, and you can see widespread rainfall, not making our Sunday very sunny at all on the Sun Coast. But then this gets out of here by Monday, and by the time this is done, maybe 1/4 of an inch to potentially 3/4 of an inch of rainfall cumulative once this passes us by. For the boaters, the low tide tomorrow morning at 7:47 a.m. And the beachgoers, well, again, if you're taking your boat out, northerly winds, 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet just offshore, and a moderate chop in the bays. Temperature at the beach, a little cool at 62 degrees. All right, our overnight low, 49 degrees. Yes, it will be chilly. You can put your flannel sheets on your bed and be comfortable. Open your windows, let Mother Nature give you the natural air conditioning. 63 degrees for our high tomorrow. Remember, our average high for this time of the year is 71, so we'll be below that. And then rainy latter half of the weekend, but we do warm back up in the low to mid 70s by mid next week. Haley?
Thank you, Josh. Oscar-nominated actor John Hurt has died. He was 77 years old. Hurt's agent says the actor died today after a battle with pancreatic cancer. The actor received Academy Award nominations for his roles in Midnight Express and The Elephant Man. He had a career that spanned more than 50 years in television, film, and voice work. A packed ballroom for the 2017 Sarasota Memorial Healthcare Foundation Women and Medicine Luncheon. The event kicked off with a vendor fair showcasing health programs and organizations across the Suncoast. This year's theme was cardiac care and how heart disease affects women. Some of the organizers of the luncheon shared how they have been personally affected by heart disease, which kills one woman every 80 seconds. The featured speakers were cardiovascular surgeon Dr. Jeffrey Sell, who leads the cardiac program at SMH, along with SMH cardiologist Dr. Chippy Naluri, who is the medical director of the Dean Ornish program that helps people reverse the heart disease progression through lifestyle choices.
My focus really is trying to educate every one of my patients to improve their blood pressure, their cholesterol, how they eat, how they exercise, how they manage stress, etc.
The luncheon is one of several events throughout the year that raises money for the Sarasota Memorial Healthcare Foundation, and this one in particular will help fund cardiac care programs at SMH. It was a wonderful morning and afternoon. Kindness is key this week for students across the country and especially in Manatee County. Palmetto Elementary School is taking part in the Great Kindness Challenge. Students are completing kind acts for the community, and they have surpassed their goal. 197 students took part in more than 1,800 acts of kindness. The nationwide effort was also featured on Good Morning America this week, so congrats to them and keep the kindness going. Sports is next.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Get the new year off to a great start with safety and peace of mind. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking Dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
Now, sports.
We still have to wait 8 more days until the Super Bowl, but football's best players will face off Sunday in Orlando. That's the new location for the Pro Bowl. It's apparently popular with many of the players and their families, with all of the theme parks nearby. For Buccaneers Pro Bowl receiver Mike Evans, that means a trip to Universal Studios and all things Harry Potter. Evans talked about playing with quarterback Jameis Winston and the future of the Bucs.
Just keep working. You know, he's the hardest worker I've ever seen, I've ever been around, and he pushes me, so I'm so happy and fortunate to have him as my quarterback, and we're both young, so we're just going to keep working and keep improving every year.
5 players also celebrated today with a special parade at the Magic Kingdom. Now to the Sister Showdown. Venus and Serena Williams are about 4 hours away from facing off in the Australian Open title match. ABC's Paula Ferris shows us what's on the line.
Venus Williams aced her way into tennis history.
11 aces now.
Defeating fellow American Coco Vandeweghe in a grueling 3-set battle. to become the oldest Australian Open finalist of all time.
No need to contain the joy of Venus.
Just can't believe it. The only one who can steal her thunder down under is her little sister Serena, who at age 35 cruised her way to the finals with a series of straight set victories.
She's my toughest opponent. No one's ever beaten me as much as Venus has. She's basically my world and my life.
Venus has been the comeback kid this year after being diagnosed with the career-threatening autoimmune illness 6 years ago. She's now ranked number 17 in the world.
Everyone has their moment in the sun. Maybe mine has gone on a while, but I'd like to keep that going. I got nothing else to do, so.
The sisters first went head-to-head here at the Australian 19 years ago. Venus won that match, but since then, Serena has a 16-11 all-time advantage. The last time they took each other on in a Grand Slam final, it was Wimbledon in 2009.
It is hers.
If Serena wins, it will be her 23rd Grand Slam singles title, the most of any woman in the Open era. But can she pull out another victory over the sister she loves so much?
I just feel like no matter what happens, we've won because Williams is going to win this tournament.
And that's the good news. And those are some fierce ladies. Good luck to both of them. Well, they're packed and ready, and they'll be on the Suncoast soon. The Baltimore Orioles had their annual loading day yesterday. The team loaded up its equipment, bats, balls, gloves. They'll be traveling to Sarasota in the next few days. That's where they will unload all of that gear at Ed Smith Stadium on Monday. Pitchers and catchers report on February 13th, and the first full squad workout is scheduled for February 17th. Baseball is almost back. Can't wait. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's lotto numbers right after this.
At SWC Properties, we pride ourselves in providing to you the very best in customer satisfaction, and the secret's getting out. Maybe that's why so many people have chosen to list their homes with our friendly and qualified agents. After all, it only makes sense to list with a growing agency that markets in so many places. To list your home with SWC, give us a call at our office and ask for Eric Schrock.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills. Wow! Stop stains and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Gold fever is at an all-time high in the Sunshine State with the new Gold Rush Doubler family of scratch-off games. Everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. With over $1 billion in total cash prizes, the Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair. Where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500, starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
We have just what you need on this Friday evening. Welcome to the Cute Animal Tweet Off. Zoos across the country have joined in a little friendly competition of adorable animals. It started when the Smithsonian's National Zoo tweeted a picture of a gray seal pup. After that, it was game on. The Virginia Aquarium, Zoo Atlanta, the Bronx Zoo, many others joined in. The result is a refreshing break from maybe all those political posts, and these are bound to make you smile. I'd rather see that than fighting or controversy.
Exactly.
I mean, of course, we have to have some controversy,
like
but
right.
Yeah.
But I don't see a rooster in there. Of course, tomorrow is the Chinese New Year, the year of the rooster.
Year of the rooster. So go out and celebrate.
But if you do, put your jacket on.
Right. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.